I was lost inside a static sky. One more night, one more goodbye. Just another faded chord to play, another face that fades away. Then your voice broke through the haze like vinyl gold in radio waves. You didn't knock, you didn't speak, you sang the part I couldn't see. You came through the reverb, soft and wild like thunder, dressed as a runaway child. Your breath on the mic, your heart in the tone. Suddenly I wasn't so alone. You lit the dark with a single phrase and turned my silence into praise. The amps were cracked, the lines were blurred, but I still felt every word. You came through the reverb, loud and clear, like a love I've been dying to hear. You hit like a solo no one knew, ripped through the speakers, broke me in two. You weren't just sound, you weren't just song, you were the place where I belong. And though the echoes may disperse, you live in every line, every verse. We made our love behind the stage, between the heartbreak and the rage. You kissed like thunder, moved like light, and sang me whole in one long night. You said don't hold on, just feel it breathe. But baby, you were all I need. Even now, in the afterglow, your harmony won't let me go. Now every show I close my eyes and hear you float through amplifier skies. You're not a memory, you're a hum, a sacred riff that still won't come. But I play on with your fire in me, your voice still burning endlessly. And when the crowd begins to blur, it's you I hear through every slur. You came through the reverb, raw and true, a flash of sound, a soul tattoo. You bent the notes, then bent my fate, and vanished through the back room gate. But baby, you still own the part where melody meets beating heart. And no matter what I'm running to, I'm still running back to you. Some sing for cheers, some play for gold, but I just played and not grow cold. 'Cause you were heat in every bar, the shimmer on my jagged scars. Your goodbye didn't need a word, just faded breath through reverb stirred. And now the noise begins to swell. I strum the song we never tell. You came through the reverb, bold and bright, lit my shadows with your light. You're the ache behind each tune I play, the one that never fades away. And if this stage is where I fall, let it be with your name through it all. For love once real never blurs, it just lives on through the So if you're out there tuning in, know I still play where we began. Your echo guides me through the blur forever. You came through the reverb. She walked in slow like a fading flame, with vinyl eyes and a hurricane name. The kind of love that don't ask why, the kind that hits you then says goodbye. She spoke in silence, kissed like fire, turned my ruin into desire. And from that night till now it hurts, 'cause she wrote down my final verse. We lit up rooms we'd never owned, two hearts on tour, forever alone. Made promises in backstage air, but never meant to leave them there. We danced in riffs and dirty bars, fell asleep beneath the stars. She played my soul like a holy curse, and she wrote my final verse. She wrote my final verse, line by line, with trembling hands and too much wine. Each word a scar, each note a flame that burns beneath my hollow name. I sang of truth, but she sang pain, and both got lost in the pouring rain. I gave her love, she gave me words, she gave me verse. She wore my t-shirt barefoot grace, left lipstick stains in empty space. She never said what love should be, she just let the music carry me. I bled my heart into her song, hoped she'd stay, but knew all along that I was just a chorus rehearsed. But she made it real in that last verse. I see her now in smoky rooms, in every echo, in every tune. She's the feedback on my cleanest string, the shadow in the joy I sing. They cheer me on, but don't know yet she's the one I can't forget. And every time the pain gets worse, I hear the sound of her last verse. She carved her name beneath the rhyme, then walked away in perfect time. No curtain call, no second try, just a song that still makes me cry. She didn't need to steal or curse, she left her name in my last verse. Some loves end but never die, they just live quiet in the sky. And though she's gone, I feel her near, her voice still ringing in my ear. And if I fade before I'm done, let them know she was the one. No gravestone lines, no preacher's hearse, just say she wrote my final verse. Words and breathless grace, she left me with an empty place. when I'm just dust and faded wood. Let the last thing that the world rehearses be her song, be her name, be my final verse. We met where feedback kissed the light, in a barroom born for Friday night. You had vinyl fire in your stare, like you'd been through hell but didn't care. I played 3 chords, your eyes played me, and suddenly I couldn't breathe. You whispered, don't make this last. But baby, some fires burn too fast. You leaned on my shoulder like a song unheard, said love ain't safe, but it's still the word. We made our bed in open roads, with suitcase dreams and hearts that explode. Your voice cracked like an old guitar, rough and real and marred with scars. We didn't need no script, no guide, just the rhythm of the love we amplified. The love we amplified, too loud to hide. It tore the roof off every light. We hit the highs, we broke the lows, played every note the wild heart knows. You were my stage, I was your storm. We found a place where hurt felt warm. We didn't run, we didn't decide, we just lived in the love we amplified. You wore my shirt, I wore your flame, 2 wild souls without a name. We sang in motel rooms and heat, we made forever feel incomplete. The world outside just passed us by, but in your touch I learned to fly. You said we'll break before we bend, but some songs never want to end. Now I walk through stages with your ghost, each crowd just echoes what I've lost most. You're not beside me, but you're still near, in every tremble that I hear. My hands remember how you felt, my chords still cry the cards we dealt. And though we burn through every tide, I still breathe in the love we amplified. The love we amplified, raw and real, the kind of fire no time can steal. We lit it up, then let it go, but baby, some love always shows. You're the feedback in my veins, the melody that still remains. And though you're gone, I can't divide myself from the love we amplified. Some fall quiet, some fade slow, but you were thunder in my flow. We didn't beg, we didn't plead, we just gave each other what we need. Now every string and every line is stained with you and soaked in time. You weren't a chapter, I never lied, you were the whole damn song I amplified. The love we amplified still rings true, every shadow I wander through. No final bow, no second take, just the tremble that you make. I played for crowds that never knew, but every show still plays for you. We were too much, too wild to hide, but God, we lived in the love we amplified. So if you hear a voice in flame calling out with no real name, it's me, still singing side by side with the ghost of the love we amplified. She walked in like a backstage chord, untuned, unchained, but never ignored. Leather boots and a wildfire grin, and just like that, she pulled me in. She didn't speak, just lit a flame with a glance that rewrote my name. And in a room full of noise and hate, I heard her laugh in my solo break. We didn't need the world to know our rhythm lived in undertow. We made love and amplifier light, two hearts plugged in through the night. She traced her name across my chest, said don't ask for more, just give your best. She spun like vinyl, real and raw, and I forgot what silence was for. Her laugh and my solo break cut through the noise that hearts can't fake. In between the bend and slide, she made the hollow feel alive. She didn't stay, she didn't swear, but left her echo in the air. And when the crowd begins to shake, I hear her laugh in my solo break. She was gone before the lights went down, but her ghost still plays in every town. Every note I bend, every tear I hide, still bends toward her on the inside. I try to write her out of tune, but she returns with every moon, a haunting joy I can't remake. Just her laugh in my solo break. Now time's a string I overplay, trying to strum the past away, but she's the hum beneath the chords, the sigh that silence still affords. I've kissed new lips, I've sung new names, but none can match her starlit flames. No one fills the sacred space she left between the lines and grace. Her laugh in my solo break still rattles every risk I take. I fake the smile, I sing on key, but she's the chord that's owning me. The crowd may cheer, the band may roar, but I still aim for something more. A moment I could not forsake, her laugh inside my solo break. And if one day she hears me play across the miles, across the gray, I hope she smiles, I hope she knows she's still the spark my solo shows. We were a verse that burned too fast, a flame too fierce, too pure to last. But in each echo I remain, lives her laugh in my solo break. Her laugh in my solo break rings louder than my heart can take. A memory strung on a wire's edge, still dancing on that broken ledge. She was the fire I couldn't hold, the sound that never will grow old. And even now, for old time's sake, I bleed her laugh in my solo So turn me up, don't dim the stage, let her echo tear the cage. 'Cause love like that, it doesn't fake, it lives forever in my solo break. You were barefoot on the shoreline, with salt and sorrow in your hair, eyes like a midnight landslide, too wild for me to ever bear. You said love is just an ocean, and we're ships too bruised to sail. But when you kissed me in slow motion, I believed we'd never fail. We danced where the breakers roared, two hearts tangled in the tide. Your voice was soft as thunder, whispered truths I couldn't hide. We carved our names in driftwood, swore forever in the sand. But even storms with golden sunlight can rip apart what we had planned. Crashing waves, crashing hearts, we rose like fire, we fell in parts. You were the calm inside my storm, the damage wrapped in crashing hearts where forever lost its parts. You're the silence after sound, the anchor when I'm halfway drowned. We played with fate, we kissed too deep. Now all I do is lose you in sleep. But I'd relive every rise and start for those crashing waves and your crashing heart. So if you hear the ocean cry, know I still love, though I don't try. You were the song that tore apart this sailor's soul, this burning heart. We met behind the curtain fall, where lonely dreams outshine them all. Your voice was soft, your touch was fast, a love too bright to ever last. You said, don't make this more than now, but I was lost before I knew how. We danced where spotlights never lie, between stage lights and sweet goodbyes. Your sorrow like a song, a melody that won't play wrong. We laughed in keys the night composed and kissed before the curtains closed. Your eyes said stay, your lips said go, and I let both of them steal the show. But even then I felt the cry in those stage lights and sweet goodbyes. Too fast, we flew too high and crashed beneath the silent sky. You took your bow, I held my breath, our love too loud for quiet death. But still it haunts me where I lie, those stage lights and sweet goodbyes. Still wears your shadow in its glow. The chords I play, the lines I fake, still break like glass for your heartache. You left no trail, you left no sound, just lipstick dreams and hollow ground. And though I try to improvise, I fall back into your goodbye. We never needed promises, just a verse that bruised and still exists. You lit the fuse, I struck the match. We made a flame no time could catch. And now the silence fills the hall, but I still hear your curtain call. Your name is stitched into the sky with stage lights and sweet goodbyes. I lights and sweet goodbyes. Song that breaks but never ends, the part where silence still pretends. You were the fire I couldn't cage, still burning on this empty stage. And though the world just passes by, I live in stage lights and sweet goodbyes. She didn't ask what broke me first, didn't flinch when I showed the worst. She just stood there, lit like flame, said, I don't need the past, just your name. I tried to hide where I had bled, but she traced every line I never said. She didn't run when the silence grew, she danced with my shadows till I felt new. I was wreckage on a one-way street, cigarette nights and no retreat. She spun like hope in a world gone black, pulled every fallen piece right back. I warned her, babe, I ain't the light, but she said, I've never feared the night. And while the stars just watched us break, she danced with my shadows. Wide awake, she danced with my shadows, not my fame. Didn't need the stage, didn't need my name. In the cracks where I'd come undone, she moved like mercy in the setting sun. No promises, no sweet disguise, just truth reflected in her eyes. And though the world said I was through, she danced with my shadows. And I loved her true. She saw the parts no crowd could cheer, the haunted chords, the hidden fear. She stayed when I forgot the tune, when my soul howled like a desert moon. And in the quiet, when no one came, she whispered low, I'm not afraid of blame. And that old guitar, that beat up bed, they heard the words I never said. But even fire can lose the fight, even love can fade in light. I woke one dawn, her boots were gone, her scent remained, but not for long. She left no letter, broken song, still feel her hand where I belong. She taught me how to feel the dark, to play the pain and call it art. And when I hit that lonesome note, it's her that wraps around my throat. No spotlight shines where she once stood, but she loved me deeper than anyone could. She danced with my shadows, heart and flame, held my ruin without shame. She saw the man behind the mist, the soul beneath the battle dress, and though she vanished with the rain, she still moves through every strain. Not many love the dark we do, but she danced with my shadows, and I still dance with her too. So if I ever sing too slow, if my voice drops into the low, it's not the silence breaking through, it's her still dancing in the shadows I never knew. There's a hum on the radio, low and warm, like a whisper from the night you were torn. Your voice cracks in between the tunes like smoke that dances beneath the moon. I play the same old record back, where your breath lives in the vinyl track. And though the signal fades too soon, I still hear your heartbeat in the room. We were fire on a fraying wire, two broken chords, one burning choir. You kissed me like it hurt to feel, but every scar you gave was real. You said this love won't last the ride, but babe, we never learned to hide. Now every time I twist the dial, I find your ghost in every mile. Still loving you in the static, through the noise and dancing in feedback light, a rebel soul in black and white. Your shadow hums through my delay, a song that time can't wash away. They say to move on, let you go, but some love never fades to low. You're still the fire beneath my strings, the ache that every chorus brings. I've kissed lips that didn't burn, I played shows with no return, but nothing matches that first sound of your name when no one's around. Your laugh still lives in my guitar, it lingers soft in every bar. And even though the past is static, you made the pain feel cinematic. Still loving you in the static, where the truth gets problematic. Through the glitches, through the haze, through the songs we set ablaze, you're the line I can't erase, the echo time cannot replace. And though the waves may shift and sway, I'm still loving you anyway. Some hearts tune out, some just distort, but you're the sound I still support. And even when the stage goes dark, your name still sparks this battered heart. I scream, I play, I bleed, I bend, but you're the start, I can't pretend. You left the room, but not the song, it's where your soul has lived so long. Still loving you in the static, unspoken, raw and automatic. When the dial's lost its shine, you're still that frequency of mine. You're not a phase, you're not a flame, you're the pulse beneath my name. No matter how the airwaves split, I'm still loving you in the static. So turn me low or turn me loud, I'll still sing through this aching cloud. You were the truth, both clear and tragic, and I'm still loving you in the static. It started with a spark behind the sound. You smiled and the static spun me round. You were wild reverb in leather grace, a melody that burned across your face. I played a note, your heartbeat screamed like love distorted in a dream. And baby, we weren't built for neat, we found romance in the heat. You danced barefoot through the amps, a goddess lit by smoky lamps. The feedback howled, but we leaned in, two sinners lost in perfect sin. The stage was fire, the crowd was haze, but all I saw was your sweet blaze. And when the speakers cracked apart, it echoed straight into my heart. I house on its knees. We never needed quiet nights. We made love loud beneath the lights. And when the world just fades to gray, I'll hear your voice in what I play. You're not a loss I could redact. You're the feedback that pulls me back.
I was just a drifter chasing chords, barlights, one-night love, and dusty boards. My hands knew frets, not hearts or dreams, till you lit up my soul in gasoline. You didn't need the front row seat. You stayed backstage where the wild hearts beat. And every time my fingers bled, you kissed the pain and played